Hello children, we begin with the next topic on page number 80, properties of congruent chords. Now this theorem states congruent chords of a circle are equidistant from the center of the circle. What it means is if you have two chords AB and CD which are congruent to each other, so you're given AB is congruent to CD, what we have to prove is they are equidistant from the center of the circle. That means OP is equal to OQ. This is what we have to prove. So you are given in a circle with center O, chord AB congruent to chord CD. OP is perpendicular to AB and OQ perpendicular to CD. This is given to you. What must we prove? We have to prove that the chords are equidistant from the center. That means OP is equal to OQ. Now for construction, we join segment OA and OD. Now how do I prove this? Now we are given AB equal to CD. Now since OP is perpendicular to AB, we know perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to a chord bisects the chord. Therefore AP equal to PB. Similarly, QD equal to QC for the same reason. Now since AB equal to CD, half of AB will be equal to half of CD. Therefore, AP will be equal to DQ. Children, I hope it's clear. You have a perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to a chord which bisects the chord. Therefore, AP is equal to PB and DQ is equal to CQ. Now, since AB is equal to CD, AP will become equal to DQ. Now, if I were to consider triangles OPA and OQD, I have AP congruent to DQ. I have OA congruent to OD because they are radii of the same circle. Therefore, the two triangles are congruent by the hypotenuse side test. Hypotenuse side test. And therefore, OP is equal to OQ because CSCT, they are the corresponding sides of congruent triangles. And hence, we prove OP equal to OQ. Congruent chords in a circle are equidistant from the center of a circle. So, this is how I prove this theorem. Okay. Now on page number 81, this theorem is not there for your syllabus for this year. Okay. We go to the exercise 6.2. You have 3 questions out of which 1 and 2 I will be doing. Third question again is not there in your syllabus. Okay. Let's go to the first question of exercise 6.2. This is how it's supposed to be done. Now in this question you are given radius of a circle is 10 centimeter. There are two chords of length 16 centimeter each, that is AB and CD. Let these be the two chords and they are 16 centimeter each. What will be the distance of these chords from the center of the circle? The center of the circle is O. Okay. OB and OD are the radii of the circle which are 10 centimeter each. Now OM and ON are the perpendiculars drawn from the center of the circle to the chord, and we know by the theorem that the perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to a chord bisects it, and hence since AB is 16 centimeter, AM is equal to MB is equal to 8 centimeter each. Now if I were to consider this triangle OMB, I have MB is 8 centimeter, OB is 10 centimeter, I need to find out OM. Using Pythagoras theorem, I have OB square equal to OM square plus MB square. 10 square is OM square plus 8 square. When I solve it, 100 minus 64, I get 36 as my answer, and therefore OM equal to 6 centimeter. Therefore, OM equal to 6, I know ON is also equal to 6. So the distance of these chords from the center of the circle will be OM plus ON, which is equal to 12 centimeter. Okay. Okay. So this is how you have to do it. Now question number 2. In a circle with radius 13 centimeter, two equal chords are at a distance of 5 centimeter from the center. Find the lengths of the chords. So you are given a circle, the radius is 13 centimeter. The distance of this chord from the center is 5 centimeter. You have to find what is the distance of this chord. Now in this case, if it is a right angle triangle, this is 13, this is 5, I can easily find out how much is QM. 13 square minus 5 square. So these are the step. You will use Pythagoras theorem. 13 square is 169, 5 square is 25. When you subtract, I get 144. Square root of 144 is 12. I get MQ is equal to 12. You are asked to find out the length of the chord. Now MQ is 12, that means PM is also 12. Why? Because the perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to a chord bisects it, and therefore both these are equal and both these are 12 centimeter each. Therefore what is the length of the chord PQ? 12 plus 12, it will be 24 centimeter. So the answer is 24. This is how you need to do it. So that's question number 1 and 2, children. Question number 3, of course, is not there in your syllabus. Okay. Now we go to the next part of this lesson, which is construction, how to learn, encircle, how to draw the encircle of a triangle, and how to draw the circumcircle of a triangle. Look at page number 82. If I have a triangle ABC and I need to draw the encircle for this triangle, what does it mean? Okay. Encircle is a point inside this triangle which is congruent. Okay, we will get a point on inside the triangle which will be equidistant from the sides of the triangle. What it means is, how do I get that particular point called as the encircle? We need to draw the angle bisectors of any two of these angles of this triangle. The point where it meets, we draw a perpendicular from it. Okay, and if I consider this point to be the center and this distance to be the radius, if I were to draw a circle, this circle is going to touch all three sides of this triangle, and that point is called as the encircle. Okay, so this is how it has to be done. Now I'll be showing you how to do it from the exercise. Then the next topic, which is called the circumcircle. How is this going to be different? If you have a triangle, in this case let's say DEF, you are given the measures of these two angles, you are given the side DE. If you are asked to construct the circumcircle is one which touches all the three vertices of this triangle, and to draw it you have to draw the perpendicular bisectors of any two sides. The point where it meets is called the circumcircle. Now that point as the center and either DEF as the radius, when I draw the circle, I get the circumcircle. Okay, I'll be showing you how to do it. Now we will go to exercise 6.3. The first question here, construct triangle ABC such that angle B is 100, BC is 6.4 centimeter, angle C is 50 degree, and construct its encircle. Okay, so this is the question. I'll show you how to do this. Now first thing that you have to draw is a rough figure for this. Now for the rough figure, what you need to do is to draw properly. We have a triangle ABC. Okay, now we have drawn the angle bisectors. It meets at the point I. Now from here I drop a perpendicular IM. Now I as the center, IM as the radius, I draw a circle, and this is your encircle. Now children, this is how you have to draw a rough figure. Okay, now to draw the original figure, see, this is your rough figure. Now to draw the original figure, first thing you have to draw a line which is 6.4 centimeter in length. Now angle B is supposed to be 100 degrees. So using a protractor, I have already done this. I'll just show you how I did it. Keep the center of this protractor here, keeping the base, the line along with it. Okay, and now measure 100 degrees. See, 100 degrees starting from 0 here. 10, 20, 30, 40 like this. This is 90 and this is 100. So mark your point here, and then you with a scale extend this line. Next here angle C is supposed to be 50 degrees. So keep your protractor here at this point. Okay, and from where you must start? 0 is here. So from here 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So this is your 50. Using a scale, extend this. Extend both the lines where it meets. That point is going to be your A. Okay. So this angle is 100 degrees and this angle is 50 degrees. Now to draw the incircle, as I told you, we need to draw the angle bisectors. So for drawing the angle bisector, keep the compass here at the point B and you will cut an arc like this. Okay, steel point now at this point, cut an arc. Steel point on this arc now, cut an arc. The point where both the arcs meet, you will join. This is the angle bisector of angle B. Same method we are going to draw the angle bisector for angle C. Cut an arc, steel point here, draw an arc, steel point on this, draw an arc. Now join the vertex C to the intersection of both these arcs, and what you get is the bisector of angle C. If you observe, both these lines meet at this particular point, which is your I. Now you need to draw a perpendicular bisector from this point I. How do I draw the perpendicular bisector? So keep the steel point at I and you will draw an arc like this. Steel point here where this arc touches this line, cut an arc. Steel point at this point where the arc touches this line, cut an arc. And now where this arcs meet, join it like this. Okay, this is your perpendicular bisector. Now what you must do is steel point here at I and this as the radius. I am going to draw a circle . Okay, call this point where it is, call this as IM, and you get a circle which touches the vertices, and this is supposed to be the incircle. Alright, so this is how the incircle has to be done. Now children, if you are really very accurate, maybe there are very slight errors. That is the reason why it does not touch the side. Otherwise, if you are doing it perfectly well, your circle will touch all three sides of the triangle. So this is how you have to draw the incircle. Okay, coming to question number 5, I am going to show you two questions from this exercise. Question number 5 is consider triangle DEF such that DE equal to EF is 6 cm, angle F is 45, construct its circumcircle. I'll show you how to draw the circumcircle. Now this again is a rough figure. Now DE equal to EF is 6 cm. This angle is 45 degrees. When I know both these sides are congruent, I know the base angles will be the same. This also is 45 degrees. And therefore, if both these are 45, I know this angle will be 90 degrees. Okay. Now this is your rough figure. To draw the circumcircle, you are going to draw the perpendicular bisector of any two sides. The point where it meets is the circumcenter C. This point as the center and any of these vertices CD, CE or CF as the radius, draw a circle. This will be your circumcircle. I'll show you how to do this. I have drawn DE as 6 cm. From here take 90 degrees. So you're going to keep your protractor here like this. Okay. And you find 90 degrees. You are going to draw a line which joins EF. Okay, this will be EF and you measure 6 cm there. Join DF. Okay, now another way to do it is first you will draw DF, take 45 degrees here. That's how it's done, 45 degrees. Alright, and cut 6 cm, join this, you get DE. So DE equal to EF is 6 cm. This angle is 45 degrees. Now to draw the circumcircle, circle, what you need to draw is the perpendicular bisectors of any two sides. So suppose I have to draw the perpendicular bisector of DF. What you need to do, keep your steel point at the point F. Take more than half the distance of this line. Cut an arc on top, cut an arc below. Same way, steel point at D, same measure, cut an arc here as well as below. Now these arcs are supposed to be meeting each other. If it does not, extend it so that it meets. Now you will draw the line which touches both these arcs. Okay, this is your perpendicular bisector of DF. Now similarly, we are going to draw the perpendicular bisector of another side, which is EF. More than half, cut an arc on both the sides. Steel point now at E, same measure. Okay, now join both the arcs. This is your perpendicular drawn. The point where both these perpendiculars meet. See, both the perpendicular bisectors are meeting at this particular point. Now the steel point, this is your circumcenter C. This as the center, this as the radius. We will draw a circle. You will find that the circle touches all the three vertices. Okay. And this, what you get is your circumcircle. I think there's a slight this thing over here, otherwise it's going to touch exactly. Now this as the center, either take D as the radius, or you can take E as the radius, or F as the radius. You draw a circle, you will get the circumcircle. Okay, so this is how you do this. This point that you get, this is your circumcenter C, and you have got your circumcircle. Children, I hope it's clear, the circumcircle as well as the incircle. Now from this exercise, all the 5 sums are similar. I have shown you 2 of them, one incircle and circumcircle. The other 3 are also very similar. I am sure you will be able to do it. Okay, so with this we finish exercise 6.3. Please try out all the sums, the remaining 3, and in the next video we will be doing problem set 6. That's all, children. Thank you.